the elements that are added, I think, are well thought out in that the 3 points talk about equitably settling Indigenous claims. It goes on to create the multidisciplinary team reflecting the affected interests, and then to emphasize that this should be acted upon without delay. They're good additions.
I'm very much in support of what the Island Corridor Foundation has been doing, going back to when I first started as a member of the ACRD. So we're going back to 2012. It's not like we're going back to like Acrd days or anything like that. But from an economic standpoint, access to reliable transportation is the most important factor in people escaping poverty. You know, child benefit, child tax benefits, all these things, they all matter. But if you can't get to work, if you can't get to your appointments, if you can't get to your appointments to heal your mind or your soul, you can't escape the poverty trap. This is going to free up space for people to actually be able to do that. And it may not be exactly in our region, but there are knock-on effects for the entire island. So first and foremost, that's the most important thing to me. If we create alternatives in a period of high energy costs, people will use them and people will benefit from them. And the people who are most vulnerable to high energy costs are people who are in poverty and at risk of being in poverty. For the region specifically, I really, really look forward to the idea of freight and bulk and other items moving through the island over rail corridors, because that frees up the highways for people. And that will matter, especially with what the city of Port Alberni is doing, what we're doing in the regional district, what First Nations are doing with forestry proponents. But also the rumblings I've been hearing about the activity that the Port Alberni Port Authority has been undertaking. If they achieve their visions, then Port Alberni becomes even more of a hub. And that's something that we need to contemplate in terms of forward thinking, 20, 50 years in the future. And this is exactly what that will help enable. So I'd like to thank you for the work that you've been doing. It's thankless, it's hard, especially when you're dealing with First Nations issues that have a lot of other things that complicate the matter. I have faith in the foundation and the people around the board, and I really hope that this moves forward in a way that we can do it. Yeah, maybe we should meet at some point to talk about what our political strategy is as well. And with that, I'll stop talking and ask the question. So all those in favor? All opposed? Okay, motion carried. Thank you.